What's up, you guys? Mistake Jake here, and welcome to Elden Ring. Today we'll be talking about pros and cons to do with the game, and see what you guys' thoughts are. This is the PC version I will be discussing mostly, so let me know if you guys are playing on console. And I'd like to hear some feedback from you guys in the comments below. Let me know if you're playing on PC or if you're playing on console, and whether or not you have the same problems as far as the cons go as other people do. Again, this is my personal opinion, so please be kind in the comments on reactions to my inquiries. So, Elden Ring, a game that has been one of the biggest waits for several years since they did their first trailer at E3. I don't remember what year that was because I don't remember when that was. But on that note, I will definitely say that this game was probably one of the most anticipated for the year, and a lot of people were expecting this game way later, I think. And here it is. We've been playing it since, when did it come out? February 24th. That's when this game came out. People have been playing it. I played it the first day it came out, and I was like, oh wow, amazing game. This is so far really, really good. So let's talk about the pros first. We'll talk about the pros. The environment of this game is amazing. It is put together so well. It is one of the most beautiful games I've ever seen as far as environments go. There's so many different areas to go. The effects of the environment are just wonderful. So graphics in this game for the design is just super good. The music is good in the background. It doesn't get too intense until you're in a really cool boss fight or something like that. But the game has so much to throw at you all of a sudden, and you'll just go somewhere in the nighttime. It changes, certain things change and stuff like that. There's just so much to this game's visuals that is just super pleasing. The rain effect, the wind storms, the fog, it's just an amazing looking game. Pro number 2, I would say that I like the fact that the controls of the game is basically like Dark Souls 3. I kind of wish the game was a little more fast-paced like Bloodborne instead, but then trying to do parries and stuff like that probably wouldn't work out too good, but I suck at that anyway, so it really doesn't matter. The fact that they added a jump to the game, I always wondered why you couldn't jump in the original Dark Souls 3, mostly 3, because 3, this is more like 3 than it is any of the other Dark Souls games. Or any Souls game. I'm not sure what the revamp is for Demon Souls. Haven't played it, don't own a PS5, so don't know that. But the jumping effect is actually a really handy thing because you can jump over a lot of things that are hard to get up, and it works really well. The fact that you can ride a mount now helps a lot. Kind of wish there was a way to ride mounts in multiplayer, but I understand why you can't, but it still sucks that you can't. But it'd sure be cool if you could. Another pro to the game, as far as I'm concerned, I like to say I'm fairly seasoned at Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne, and I did beat the Dark Souls Remastered by myself with no help all the way through. Didn't think it would ever happen, but I did. The bosses in this game are ridiculously difficult, depending on the boss, obviously. There's certain bosses that go down so fast, they're basically just a glass cannon, but there are definitely a few that I would say are a little much for the area that they threw them in. For example, the guy that's in the gold armor on the gold horse, whatever, over as soon as you start in the first area of the game, I don't know if you're actually supposed to fight him so quickly because he is way over high in level to your current level of starting. He is extremely difficult. It took us a long time, me and my friends, to take out that thing. But the bosses in the game I am quite fond of. There are several that are very unique compared to other games where they seem similar to others. I have seen a few things in this that remind me of stuff from Bloodborne because they're so fast, and a few things from Dark Souls 3. But I really like a lot of the throwback stuff that there is from Souls games and things, but it is just an amazing thing that they did for the bosses. They have their own unique things with also being kind of genuine to the Souls games. So I think that is a good pro to the game, is the way that they did the boss layouts. So let me know what you guys think of that, because I like a lot of the bosses in this. They're actually pretty neat, and some are extremely annoying, but it's still really interesting. So let's talk about some cons, and I actually have quite a few of those on my list here. I'm going to go through these as far as what I think is the most concerning for cons. So I'm going to start with what I think is the worst one. Performance of this game. This game's performance has a lot of problems. I would figure a game like this that is basically the same engine almost as Dark Souls 3 should run a whole lot better than it does for a fully finished game, even though they patched it several times. The game has major optimization problems as far as my personal opinion goes, because frames are terrible in this game most of the time. At least for me, they're running somewhere between 25 and 45, 80% of the time. A lot of other areas it's running somewhere between 50 and 60, but it seems to bounce depending on the current environment and how enclosed your space is. If you're in a cave, it runs almost at 60 constantly, at least it does for me. And I've been reading on Reddit that a lot of people are saying that it's because your hardware is crap to a lot of people, which is extremely rude to chew people out and saying, well, your stuff is crap, but a lot of people may have low-grade stuff, and that's why lowering settings is supposed to fix that. Doesn't seem to make much of a difference. I will say that my computer is not a piece of junk. It does have an 8-core processor, and it overclocks the processors at 5.2 gig, runs at a standard of 4.7, 32 gigs of RAM, and a 12 gig 3060 RTX video card. So you can't tell me my hardware is crap. It is not crap, and I'm running the game on SSD drive, so it's not like it's a loading problem. So hardware, I really don't think it's a hardware thing. I actually think it is a lot to do with the optimization for performance of the game, but not unplayable. I might as well play Bloodborne on PS4 because that game runs at 30 frames, so I'm used to running games at 30 frames. It's not that big of a problem, but it shouldn't be doing that. So I hope they get that fixed sometime soon. That would be great. Con number 2, there is a major problem with connection issues. For me, at least with my friends, we have a tendency to lose connection to the host out of nowhere. And I have a feeling that it's some sort of synchronization problem between the players and the server, because all of a sudden health bars will just drop tons of health out of nowhere, and it's like, oh, okay, where'd all that damage come from? Oh, it just wasn't showing. So I'm wondering if the disconnection issues, are you guys having disconnection issues? That's a good question right there. Let me know if you guys are having problems playing with your friends. Do you get disconnected? Because it seems to happen to us frequently, and the only fix I've found, which only works maybe 20% of the time, is to shut the game all the way down to desktop and then relaunch it. It may help for a little while, but it doesn't last. So let me know if you guys are, I want to know if you guys are having problems with the multiplayer connection, or is it just me and my friends that I play with? Is that the only thing? So I'm curious to know if you guys have that problem. Con number 3, I have read, and one of my friends also is dealing with this, he has invisible enemies. A lot of the times, all he can do is lock onto him, and so all he has is a little white lock-on dot. Cannot see the enemies. Is anybody else having that problem? Because to me, that is kind of a problem in a game like this. You need to be able to see who your target is, because if you can't, it ain't gonna work out so well, right? So that's an interesting thought. Let me know if you guys are having the problem with that too. Do you guys on console have this problem? I want to know if console is as rough running as PC is, because if it's not, well, why? Can't they fix the PC version? It's not fair. It should work fine on everything. But I am interested in knowing if you guys have as many problems as some PC players are having. So let me know that. Now, as far as cons go, I don't really have a whole lot else to the game I can say that I have problems with. There's nothing about the game in general itself that I don't like, so not really any cons with it. It's literally mostly just the performance issues and connection stability. That seems to be the biggest concerns as far as my opinion goes for cons. If you guys have any other things that you're having problems with, I'd like to know what they are. And just out of curiosity, and hope that that doesn't ever happen to me and my friends that play. But if you have anything you think is better pro than what I mentioned, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. Want to know what you think of the game. I think it's one of the coolest games that's come out for a Souls game. I think it was more anticipated than the remake of Demon's Souls. So let me know what you guys think of Elden Ring. I absolutely love this game. I put almost 80 hours into it as of recording this. So Let me know if you guys want me to play it on the channel. I will try my best. My recording software sucks now. I don't know what the problem is, and I don't know how to fix it. So it's patchy at best, and it just doesn't run good. But if you want me to try it, let me know in the comments. I will try to play this game. But yeah, definitely let me know what you guys think of your pros and cons of it and stuff. And I will try to interact with you as much as I can, because I actually have some questions maybe some of you guys can answer out of stuff we talk about. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. YouTube will like me to say that. There it is. And I know videos are sporadic here, but half the time I really don't know what to put out anymore. That's why things don't come out very often. So if you have any ideas for me to put on the channel, I will do my best and try to do so. But definitely let me know if you guys have any ideas, and I will see what I can try to do. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Bye-bye.